And we can start. A little bit of housekeeping, which is also quite traditional. Yeah, let's try to be polite to each other. If you cannot see or hear anything, try to re-enter the conference room or reload your computer. If you happen to have any questions, feel free to ask them right away. You can either raise your hand or just write down the question in the comment chat. Try to mute your audio if it's noisy where you are. Let's try to also actively listen to each other and ask follow-up questions. I'm going to clarify the meaning of follow-up questions a little bit later. And obviously, let's try not to dominate the conversation and let everyone have a chance to talk. So, a very quick getting to know each other, because all the familiar faces for me here, but let's get to know each other as a group. So please tell us your name and where you're calling from. Anybody can start.
Okay, I will start. So if there are no many people volunteering to start.
Yeah.
My name is Vita. I'm calling from London. And I'm on the way back home. So sorry for not being able to switch on my camera for now.
That's all right.
And happy to be here today. I just talked to Lydia like half an hour ago. So she would explain briefly what's the idea of the speaking club to me.
Nice. Okay. How is the weather in London? The favorite British topic.
Since I'm not a native here, not local, so I have no right to moan about the British weather. I think you get this right with your passport. So for now, it's like drizzling, but it's quite warm for this time of the year. So it's like 10 degrees, I guess. So for most British, it's almost like like summer. I mean, they're still in shorts, and I'm in like 2 layers of heat tech underwear.
Geez, it's really different. Okay. Thanks for sharing. Really interesting. Alex, would you like to continue?
Yes, hi to all again. My name is Alex. I live in Montenegro. So that's all. You can ask something if you would like. I'm an IT specialist, if you're interested in. We are creating applications for mobile, for Telegram.
Nice. We're gonna have some, deeper discussions a little bit later in breakout rooms. So yeah, thanks a lot for your introduction. Anna?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Anna and I'm in Moscow now. So I'm calling from Moscow. It's cold outside today. It's minus 6 or 7 degrees. So
Nice, thank you. Do you still work for like the company that I know as a designer?
I don't remember told you or not. Yeah, but I work as a designer, as a IT designer, and I creating apps and mobile apps and web apps and working as a graphic designer. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Anton?
Hello, my name is Anton. I'm calling from Tbilisi, it's Georgia. I'm ex-lead software engineer in Norway medical company, and also I'm entrepreneur in different spheres. And now I'm learning machine learning because I want to switch my technology hard skills from mobile applications and desktop application to AI. Yeah, I think it's our future.
Nice. I think we have a very wide geography today. Really like different countries. Very nice.
Yeah, you're right.
And we have Natalia.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Natalia. I'm calling from Moscow, and I have been learning English about 6 years for my master's degree studies and education, and read different literature, but I would like to improve my speaking too.
Nice, thanks for joining in. So let's proceed to the next stage, which is going to be a little bit deeper small talk, let's say. I'm going to send you to your breakout rooms where you will have to ask each other only one question, which you can see on the slide. So what do you think about the latest trends in remote work and digital nomad lifestyles? So just share your opinion and maybe some personal anecdotes, experiences about them. And since it's small talk, and small talk is all about European mentality, it's indispensable part of European mentality. Let's also practice this as a skill, because for us Russians, sometimes it's really hard to do some small talk. So let's learn how to do that. When you small talk, remember to show interest and ask follow-up questions. How can you do that? You can active listening. You can use active listening body language. Since we are online, you don't have a lot of opportunities here. Just nodding your head, smiling, saying yes. The example of a follow-up question is, for example, a partner says, I love traveling, and you say, what's the most interesting place you've visited? So basically, the follow-up question is the question that logically comes out from the question or the sentence of the partner you're speaking with. So make sure you ask them to keep the conversation going. Also, make sure you show genuine curiosity by phrases like, tell me more about that, or some emotional reactions like, that sounds interesting, what happened next? But make sure that your curiosity is truly genuine, because not fake, because people can feel fake stuff. Also, a good technique is repeating part of what your partner said to show you're listening. For example, I'm learning guitar. Learning guitar sounds challenging. So you are simply echoing the previous words and then ask a follow-up question. What made you start? And last but not least, a very simple technique is using encouraging sounds like, oh, really? And stuff like that. So I hope all is clear. I'm going to send you to the breakout rooms now. Here is the question. Take a look at it once again. And I will see you back here in 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're back.
You're guys all here. Very nice. We have warmed up a little bit. Now let's get right down to business, which is business English idioms that we're going to study today. And actually, in the next slide, I have prepared for you a series of puzzles. Each of them contains a business English idiom. So take a look at the 4 sentences. You're going to do that in pairs or in 3, again in your session rooms. But for now, take a look at the task. You will have to spot the mistake in the idiom. If you don't know, just try to guess and have fun. Maybe you will be right. For example, you need to go the extra kilometer if you want to be successful in this business. This is not correct.
Yeah, extra mile.
Yeah, exactly. We say going the extra mile. Do you actually know what it means, going the extra mile?
Put more effort.
Exactly. Something like that. Doing more than expected, do your best, or like going beyond your possibilities. That's about it. So kilometer was the wrong word here. Try to spot the wrong word in sentences from A to D and try to think it over together. I'm going to send you to another session rooms right now, and I'll give you 3-4 minutes for that. Yeah, make sure you take a photo of the slide, just in case. I'm going to send you this slide to the chat, but in case if it's not working, just make sure you will have this slide in front of you. Yeah, There you go. You will also have it in the chat of the conference. Welcome back.
Hi to all again.
Let's see what you guys have here. So the first idiom, who wants to spot the mistake?
We can try to guess. Eye to eye? No?
No, eye to eye, yes.
Eye
Yeah.
to eye. Yeah, the guys from
You
the
were
other
correct.
room, did you also manage to spot the mistake? Yeah, that's actually see eye to eye in a positive meaning, but if people don't see eye to eye, something else happens, something not very positive, and we're going to explain that later with an example. Yeah, so the mistake is not obviously ear to eye, but eye to eye. The next one.
Thinking outside the box.
Yeah, this one was pretty standard. How about C?
Sorry, I haven't caught.
Uh-huh. Any options, any variants, guys?
Vitalia has
I have my wild guess would be that it's in the air, not in the chair.
You're absolutely right. That's not in the chair, but in the air. To be up or to be still up in the air. And the last one.
What was that?
Icebreakers, usually to say, not crack, but break the ice.
Break the ice. Yeah, it's
Very
also
good.
our option.
That's absolutely correct. Now let's take a look at each idiom in more detail. And to each idiom, I'm going to ask one follow-up question. So any volunteers, if you feel free to practice more to answer, just just raise your hand or just say I want to answer. So the meaning of they don't see eye to eye is this one: to not agree with someone about something. For example, the boss and I do not always see eye to eye. So my question is, can you remember any last situation when you didn't see eye to eye with anybody?
I don't know whether it's a good example or not. We just, because we live in London and we rent an apartment here. So our landlord sent us an email asking to raise the like the price of the letting. And we definitely don't see eye to eye with her because it's already extremely expensive.
Absolutely. It's really hard to see eye to eye with London, apartment owners, I suppose.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, guys, do you have any questions here or all clear?
All clear.
Nice. Well, this one was very easy. So could you please clarify the meaning? What does it mean to think outside the box?
Be creative.
Yeah. Be creative, come up with some non-standard decisions, stuff like that. So
unusual ideas.
Something unusual, yeah, normally it happens during brainstorming sessions, yeah, things like that. So a good example of thinking outside the box is walking meetings. I don't know if you have heard about it. It's very popular in America, but the guys from the offices moved outside and they schedule walking meetings rather than sitting around the table. And for them, it's a good example of thinking outside the box. So feel free to share your example of how you were thinking outside the box. It can be anything, really, not necessarily related to work. Take a moment to think.
Last week, we created with my colleague charity action for New Year. And I suppose a new idea for new fundraising action, a new program.
So you came up with a program of
Yes.
the charity event. Very nice. Okay, thank you. Let's move on to be still up in the air, which was a little bit challenging. Any ideas what it might mean?
It's not sure. It's not. Yeah, we're not 100% positive or sure, certain about the project that is going to be executed or put into practice. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. So when plans are not certain, it can be about plans for the future in terms of, I don't know, family management. It can be a business. It can be a project. Anything can be still up in the air if it's not certain or unresolved. Yeah, for example, the whole future of the project is still up in the air. Can you try to recall the situation from your life when something was up in the air and how you solved this problem? Or maybe right now something is still up in the air.
Yes. It is about my task today.
What is it?
It was just few texts for news about our project, and I couldn't sit and do this, and this task is still up in the air.
Yeah, I hope it's gonna be grounded very soon.
Yeah, I hope to.
Okay, so the next illustration and the idiom is also pretty clear. So breaking the ice, we did the icebreaker today too. So it basically means to remove the tension, especially during the first minutes of the meeting where everybody don't know each other and stuff like that. So what can break the ice? A good joke, for example, or a nice warming up activity, things like that. What do you normally do to break the ice at public events or with people that you don't know really well? Alex, would you like to speak up?
Well, you just start to talk to some people you didn't know before. From what point you can start? You mean, yes? Maybe you can just see what people do and to start to speak with them about this thing they are doing. For example, they could stare at the art on the wall. Example, can go to that person, start to discuss about that painting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very nice technique. Actually, this is all about small talking and practicing small talking, which we're also doing today during the session. Yeah, but sometimes for introverts, for example, it might be very challenging to break the ice first. What do you think about it? Do you agree?
Yeah, I just don't want to be the only person speaking, but yeah, but for me, I think like for introverts, it can be challenging, but I think it's not only because they have they're more shy to start the conversation, but just because they might feel more frustrated being surrounded by many people because they would prefer to have one-on-one conversation rather than to speak in front of a big crowd or like big group of people.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. But I think like what Alex shared, I find it really a good technique because when you share your observations or like sharing your opinion on like some shared experience that people have with you, like being in the same room or at the same event, is really good because it's just something that is relevant to all the attendants or all the people around. So it's kind of make it easier to relate and to react back.
Absolutely. It feels like you already have a common ground by things that surround you, actually. Yeah. And what would you say? Is it hard for you to break the ice and start the conversations with people you don't know?
Sometimes yes, I think. I think that smiling is a good practice for start conversation, and maybe you can break the ice with your smile if you can share with people that you are not angry and positive. Also, you can start with small, I don't know, small joke maybe I think that it's good help for you if you make some compliment for another people, for your oppositioner. So yeah, sometimes it's good work, I think.
Nice. You can say partner
Partner, yeah.
in a conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thanks for sharing. So, guys, let's activate these idioms a little bit more. Again, in like closer conversations with each other. I'm going to send you to other breakout rooms now. And I will send you this slide to the chat. Okay, everybody is here. Perfect. Let's do some feedback because there were some really interesting conversations in all the session halls. So please feel free to share one fact that surprised or interested you most about your conversation partner.
I have to start, I suppose. Yeah, we have a good, interesting stories from Anton about his business. He has an experience. He had an experience in renting his house for sets. I don't know how to say, for some people who need to rent his apartment for 1 hour. Yeah, it was interesting topic.
Short-term rent
experience.
for leisure.
For leisure. Oh, okay. I will know how to Google it when I will go to England.
Definitely. Well, actually, it's quite popular and widespread in any tourist spot. You know, I'm living in Sochi and it's very popular here too. So, yeah.
The first time when I came to Singapore, I was really naive that I would find a place to stay in a spot. So I arrived in the city center, like somewhere at midnight. And the first hotel I stepped in, I was like, what's the price for the room? I was like, are you going to stay for how long you're going to stay here? I was like 2 days. I'm like, oh no, it's going to be too expensive for you because it's like price per hour. It's like, yeah, probably I will find another way to stay here.
Yeah. The specifics of the short-term and long-term rent. Yeah, that's it. So we have to choose the right spots. Okay. Anna and Natalia, how about you?
Maybe sorry, can I ask, maybe Anton could say to us about next idea to give people renting not for 1 hour but for minutes. I think it will be interesting. 15 minutes, please. Okay, sorry for interruption.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Anna told me a really funny story how she worked in South Korea and don't know English and know only money, and she went to her colleague and told and spoke, give me your money, give me your money, give me your money. And it was really funny. I suppose they thought that she is really a crazy Russian girl.
Yeah, thanks for the story. Let's get actually back to the session hall number 1. I want to ask Anton if there was something that was especially interesting for you in Alex or Vita's stories or their answers.
Yes, sure. Alex have talked about that he wants to create computer games or mobile games, But unfortunately, I didn't understand what is the game because I don't know how it's called. Yeah, sorry.
It will be about capybaras. Such kind of,
Capybaras?
yes,
What's
such kind of
It's an
creatures, you know.
it's an animal that's
Oh,
some.
it's
I think
really
it's kind of like it's the same family as hamsters and mice, but it's the size of the pig. And apparently, this animal is an official symbol of how you call иностранный агент. So
Really? Didn't hear.
yeah, foreign agents probably
Yeah.
is the way to call them. So yeah.
In Russia?
Yeah, in Russia, foreign agents say that capybara is their unofficial symbol,
Oh,
like a mascot.
how do you know?
Just, just no, it's in the air like Christmas.
I didn't hear.
But actually, this animal is quite popular among young audience. I mean, my daughter is 10 years old and she has capybaras everywhere.
Yeah, it's really popular.
Yeah, I've heard it from Ekaterina Schulman when I watched her show on YouTube.
Okay, thanks. Anna, would you like to speak up and say about something that was surprising or interesting for you?
We talked with Natalia, and she told me about her experience with working in big international competitions, and she took a lot of foreigners there, and it was great experience for her. So it was great work, I think. Yeah.
So were you a guide, Natalia? Did you guide the foreigners, or like did you
No.
what was the job about?
I worked in World Skills company. It is competitions with professional skills. And we organized big event, big competition in Russia, and people all over the world came here, and we worked together.
I see now. Okay, so thanks everyone for sharing. Before we move on to the second part, actually I have a second set of idioms for you. But before we jump to it, as minute of advertisement, we have already launched a speaking club, which is like a paid version, but basically we do similar things to what we are doing right now. Yeah, we boost your business English speaking skills, we expand your vocabulary, we have some nice networking. But the sessions are held only by native speakers, mostly from the UK or the USA. Each session is devoted to a certain topic, like mastering networking, negotiations, constructive feedback, how to sound confident speaking English, a lot of interesting topics, really. We have 4 group classes per month, so it's 1 class per week, which lasts for 60 minutes. And for now, we have 2 time slots available on Tuesday and on Thursday, so you can check it out on the slide. It's Moscow time. And for all this free speaking club participants, we have a discount. Yeah, so for you, it's gonna cost 7,100 rubles for a monthly subscription. You can also get a pay-as-you-go option. So if you would like to participate only once, just to check, you know, to see how it's going, to plunge deeper into our method and how we do things, you can visit us just once and pay 1,900 rubles for that. Yeah, so you can just, here is the QR code, you can scan it and message up to Lydia to find out more details. For now, let's jump to the next set of idioms. And this time, let's do it as a whole group. And we're doing the same job. look at the sentence and try to spot the mistake. As soon as you do it, just speak up.
Hmm. It's hard ones.
Yeah, this set is a little bit more challenging. Try to guess. It's okay to make a mistake.
So much pain in the first one.
Sorry?
So much
I'm usually-
pain in the first one.
Yeah. But how about the mistake?
In the black mood.
I'm usually in the black mood, but speaking about debts, because it's about it, we normally use the word red, to be in the red.
Mm.
That's the point. That's the first one. We'll discuss it in more detail a little bit later. So let's take a look at the second one.
He got the ticket. I don't know.
So the mistake is somewhere here around the word back. It sounds really awkward, a little bit awkward, because actually we have the synonym here. I'm going to show you later.
The sack?
Yeah, get the sack. Very nice. Get the sack. Okay. Number 3.
And sorry, what does it mean? You got the sack.
Get the sack means to get fired. Don't worry, I'm going to clarify all the meanings to you in the next slides with examples.
The only word that comes to my mind is bullshit. Probably the meaning, but not the right word for this idea.
But you definitely
Talk
have
store, maybe talk shop or market. I don't know.
very nice ideas here. You are
Gossip
very, very
store,
close.
maybe gossip story. I don't know.
You're actually very close. Yeah. Okay, and let's take a look at the last one.
Something with the seats, definitely. To take a front seat, or maybe.
Exactly. So if you take a front seat, you normally don't let others run the company.
Yeah, it's like the opposite.
It's the opposite. And what is the opposite?
To give the front seat, I don't know.
The
If we-
seat in the car. So there's the front seat and the back seat.
Or the passenger seat, I don't know.
The passenger seat is okay too, but yeah, in the idiom officially we say take a back. 1 second, I'm gonna open up the mistakes for you. Be in the red, get the sack, talk shop,
Mm.
and take a back seat. Okay, be in the red, as we have discussed already a little bit, means to be in debt or owe money. Basically, it means to spend more than you earn, and maybe when you have to, bring some money to the bank, which means you owe money to the bank, you can say, I'm in the red, or the company can be in the red, as an example.
And from what point they got such a phrase? What does it mean in red? I know what does it mean now, but why this phrase appeared?
The origin of the idiom comes from old-fashioned accounting, when people used to write on, like in textbooks, incomes and expenditures, and expenditures and debts would be highlighted in red color.
Mhm.
Right
Interesting.
now, everything is online. We don't have that, but still we have the idiom.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Get the sack. That's also a very old story, because when people used to work mostly at factories or plants, they could be fired without, like, in a short notice or without notice at all. And they would literally get the sack with all their stuff and, you know, get out of the factory with this sack to look for the next job. So when a person gets the sack, he or she gets fired. Yeah, or leaves the job like unexpectedly. For example, she got the sack for always being late.
Do somebody had such an experience? Interesting.
Fortunately
Oh.
not. Now they say layoff.
I mean, in your lives, did somebody had such an experience? No.
So we have been lucky so far. Next one, talk shop, which is maybe quite close to talk bullshit, because talk shop means to basically discuss some business or job related matters when it's a little bit inappropriate. For example, at a party or when everybody is relaxed. Let's say two people talk shop, which means that they continue discussing business matters or speaking about their, I don't know, salaries, some working conditions, stuff like that. Yeah. Example, even at the party, they have to talk shop. And last but not least, take a back seat. Means to take or be given a less important position or role. Yeah, for example, in future, he would take a back seat in politics. Any questions on the idioms? On the meaning, the usage?
I think here is all clear, but can I ask a question? It's about the idiom with the word sit. I think it was in the channel, the Telegram channel of review. There's something like to sit in the gunshot seat. Is it the right one?
To sit in the gunshot. Was it on our channel?
Yeah, it was in the channel.
I have to check it out. Maybe it was, but to be
And
honest, I don't know.
okay, because the origin was that it wasn't like it's not a safe place to sit, so it's like kind of the place where you can be easily killed or something. So it's like gunshot seat or something. It means that.
Oh, interesting. Let me
Okay.
check it later and get back to you with the answer.
Thank you.
Okay, practice time. This time you're gonna make up questions yourselves to your partner. I'm gonna pair you up, so you're gonna be only in twos, and you will have to make up a question. And this question has to contain either of these idioms. Yeah, so I have put down the meanings here for you. Be in the red, to have debts, get the sack, get fired, talk shop, talk about your job or business. There it is in the next line. Sorry. Take a back seat is to take a less important role. So again, I'm gonna send you the slide to the chat, or just, you know, take a photo.
Such a word in English.
A very good question. Do you know the answer? I don't.
As armor or arm esser. No?
Not.
You really go outside the box now. Perfect. Okay, let me get back to our slides. A feedback time. So please, again, share one fact that's interested or surprised you in your conversation. Natalia, Alex, would you like to?
It's all about our lives. Nothing surprised us here. We had such shit in our lives.
Yeah, we was in the same situations about all phrases really, and Alex is a really interesting person, and I I would like the story about evening beers and bar and talking about your work and salary.
Thank you.
It's normal. It's just the same lifestyle, and it was nice.
Perfect. Really nice that you have found a common ground. Anya, I think that happened because I placed you together with Anton, and I think he had to leave just because he has another appointment or stuff like that. Yeah.
It's not your mistake. It's
That's the reason. Oh, well,
So
I
you are
do
not
hope so.
рукожоп.
But we will see. We will see. Okay.
By the way, when do we finish actually? Because I was sure that it's for 1 hour.
Yeah. Sorry, it took a little bit longer than expected. We're going to finish in a couple of minutes, I think.
Okay, just to
Very
know.
quick feedback. So I have placed all the illustrations to the idioms here on the slide. So and again, volunteer to name the number and the idiom if you remember it by the picture.
One, think outside of the box.
Mhm.
No?
Yeah, that's right.
in the year.
The second, get the sack.
Get the sack.
The sack.
Third, be in the red.
Mm-hmm.
4 is
Up
still,
in the air. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
sorry.
Anya, yeah, and Natalia, you're both right. Be up in the air.
The 5, break the ice.
Mm-hmm.
Talk store. Talk shop.
Dog shop, exactly.
Not story. Talk shop.
Yeah, and the last one?
Look eye to eye.
Yeah, see or don't see eye to eye,
Yeah.
See eye to eye.
depending on the context. If you agree with somebody, you see eye to eye. If you have different opinions, you don't see eye to eye. Yep. Okay, so I will have to just do another quick announcement that we're waiting for you. We would be very happy to see you all at our speaking club, paid sessions, yeah, with our native speakers, with Rachel, and we have another guy here, and we're constantly hiring new interesting facilitators to make sessions more engaging. Whenever you wish to join, please contact Lydia. And thank you all for today's great job. It was fun. I got a lot of pleasure. So thank you for joining in. And yeah, basically that's it for today.
Thank you for everyone. It was really nice. Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
to
you.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening, day, morning, whatever it is for you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.